What's good, family? It's your man Harrison back again with another video. In today's video, I'm going to be giving you guys the biggest cheat sheet in forex, so you do not want to miss this. Before we get into the video, definitely smash the thumbs up button. Let's try and get 250 likes in this video. Also, family, subscribe to the channel for more content like this. And you definitely want to watch this whole video to the end because something really special happens right at the end of the video. Let's go. So I'm about to give you guys the biggest cheat sheet in the whole of the forex game. So guys, this is going to be absolutely epic right now. So honestly, man, I thought a lot of people knew this, but on speaking to people, a lot of people don't know about this, yeah? And it's literally just like a cheat sheet. So literally, this is the DXY, right? This is the DXY. You can see the DXYs over here. This is the dollar strength index. All this chart shows is the strength of the dollar, yeah? So now check this out, family. When the dollar is rising, most other currency pairs are weakening, yeah? So this is why I always tell people, it needs to be the thing that you use to know whether other currency pairs are going to rise or fall. So now check this out. This is the absolute cheat sheet, yeah? So basically, the EurUsd is opposite to the DXY. So if you flipped the DXY around, you would see that it's exactly the same as the EurUsd, probably about 80 to 90% EurUsd, right? So you can just use this as a cheat sheet. If you understand market flow, yeah, if you understand market flow, then you can use this as a cheat sheet to trade EurUsd and catch super lit trades, right? So guys, check this out. So let me quickly go to what time frame are we working on. Okay, cool. So let's start from here. I'm going to show you how I got caught two beautiful sick trades just using the DXY as my measuring tool and then trading it on EurUsd, right? Because obviously we don't trade the DXY. The closest thing to the DXY is like USD Swiss, yeah? So now check this out. You can see that there's a massive gap. Like over the weekend, this thing just gapped like crazy. It just gapped, right? It gapped here and it was never filled. As you can see, it came up, never filled a gap or anything else. So you know, eventually they're going to come back and fill this gap, right? So that is one draw on liquidity. That's one draw on price, right? So now the moment here, you can see price consolidated for a little bit down here. You can see a little bit of consolidation and you got that little sweep of that consolidation. Price closed back in, right? And then produced a higher low, right? This is where I jumped in with sales on EurUsd. So I'm going to show it to you on EurUsd now, right? 5-minute time frame. Yeah, I'm going to show it to you on EurUsd right from the very highs. Check this out. Look at that. Look, consolidation exactly the same as the DXY. Yeah, exactly the same as the DXY. Then it ran out the lows, came back in to the range, produced a low high, and then this is where you would have jumped in for the sell. I obviously jumped in for the highs because I knew that was just a sweep on this liquidity, because you know there's money up here. Okay, there's money up here, and what is not just money here, but there's also money above the highs. So that was how I managed to get into this trade, right? So you got the little sweep on liquidity, boom, swept above the highs. That's why I jumped in, boom, and then sold it all the way down. But I caught a very nice move, a 100 pip move. Obviously, it hit the TP down here. Okay, a 100 pip move, all because of the DXY play. You know, because it literally moves opposite, yeah? So you're going to see all of this. You can see all of this on the DXY. You see the run up, see consolidation, you see the run of the stops, right? Check this out on the DXY. I'm going to show it to you again. DXY now, check this out. Boom, right down here, look. The run down, yeah, run down, consolidation, run out the stops. Run out the lows, and then it moves, right? So guys, that's how I was able to catch the sweet move on the EurUsd, literally because of the DXY. So I knew it was going to go up because of this gap. I had to fill that gap anyway. After it filled the gap, then reversed, then it started creating higher lows and higher highs, and you knew it was game time, right? So now when it comes to the stop loss, with the stop loss in EurUsd, it doesn't have to be nothing fancy, just pull it above the wick. I gave myself a 3.6, so call it a 4 pip stop loss in this one, and then it just dropped, right? And when it came to TP, I wanted it to fall into this range down here. This was my initial target for the TP down here, yeah? Right down here. So you can just basically call it these highs. These highs down here was the initial target of 100 pips, and it smashed that. Cool. But I didn't catch the continuation. Okay, I didn't catch the continuation because my overall target was this zone over here. So although it hit it, I didn't catch it. I just closed out my trades. I closed out my trades down here because that was my initial target. But it did get down here eventually, right? And then when it got down here, I wanted to see what happened. And not only that, family, I just want to quickly show that I did call it out for the group as well. Check this out. So let me see if I can find it real quick. So EurUsd sells. Let me just double check. Remember that? No, that's the spike. That's something else. DXY right, dropping, catch it, APY. What are you talking about? EurUsd. Check this out. Boom. Short-term sell on EU at 8:43 in the morning. Yeah, this is where I caught my entry for that one. It started producing lower lows and lower highs, and I was telling them this was the range. You can see it now. So this was at 8:43 in the morning, telling them this was where I wanted price to go to, right? And then I gave them an update, gave the team an update. You know, boom, right down here when price started moving. Price was moving, smashed through this zone over there and was going down to my target zone as well. So the team was fully updated on this one as well. So guys, if you want mentorship, holler at me on Instagram, okay? And yeah, just let me know that you want mentorship, then we can get moving there. So now, how I caught this entry over here. Okay, now we're going to talk about how we caught this entry over here. Let's go to the DXY. I'll show you exactly what I saw in the DXY. So now this is, remember I said you can just use this. Once you understand market flow, you're good to go, right? So check this out. Price right on the DXY was making lower lows, lower highs. Yeah, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, and so on and so forth. And another lower low, lower high, another massive lower low, and then a lower high, right? And then what's price done now? Price produced a higher low, as you can see. So price has now produced a higher low, as you can see, and now it's pushing up, right? Now it's pushing up, so it's now factored in a higher high. All what's going to happen now is going to push back down, create a higher low, and then move, yeah, and then move, right? But this is what we're talking about now. So how I was able to catch this entry was exactly because of market flow. The moment it dropped into my zone and produced that higher low, right, this is where your boy jumped in. So let's go EurUsd. So EurUsd was the exact same thing. I waited for the DXY to drop into that zone first before I jumped in for myself. So look, price pushed up over here, came back down, retested, and then moved, right? So if I show it to you on the DXY now, look, price pushed down into the zone, yeah, pushed up, retested, and then moved, yeah, pushed up, retested, and moved. So this is where you could have jumped in. You could have jumped in off the retest. I'm hoping for this trade to get down to, let's just double check the zone real quick. Then I'm going to show you guys how you could also enter in this trade. So I want this trade to come down to here. Okay, we're talking about a 140 pip move all the way down to here. That is the overall target for EurUsd for now. To get an entry now, this is what you do, right? So let's go to the DXY. So on a 1 minute time frame, what you can see is just look, DXY's produced a higher high, yeah? This high beat that high, yeah? It then produced a higher low, right? This low is higher than this low, yeah? So now all you do is wait for price now because it's produced another higher high, right? And don't forget, this is a double top over here, just seeing this right now. So we know price is going to come back up and snatch this liquidity. You know, it's just produced for liquidity. Right now, retail traders, they would have probably bought like EU and GUs right now, yeah, because of this double bottom, right? And I'm not saying you're not going to catch a few pips, because look at that, it did drop, but there is liquidity here now, right? So I'm going to quickly mark that up real quick. So this is what I've seen, some liquidity, boom, some liquidity right there, marked up. So I know price is going to come and snatch it soon. But right now, price has to come back down to produce a higher low again. We can potentially get like a position somewhere down here. This would be nice, right? Somewhere down there. Or if you want to be really cheeky, we can get another one even lower. So something like that. Yeah. So now to get into this trade, once price trades into this area down here, okay, into this area down here, this is where you would then get into your EU buys and your GU buys, right? Because when the DXY is dropping, every other currency pair takes the opportunity to rise. When the DXY is rising like it's doing right now, it's producing higher highs and higher lows, yeah, every other currency pair is going to drop, yeah? So now check this out. Let me just double check to see if you want to get a proper snipe. So yeah, if price then breaks below all of this stuff, then I'll be looking to get into another position for an EU buy roughly about here. Okay, roughly about right down here. So there's 3 potential areas. I like to go for the very last area. So I'm just gonna wait. I'm already in EurUsd already, so I'm good like that. So that's the entry on DXY. So then you have to flip it, go to EurUsd to find out where you get that entry from, right? So now let's go to EurUsd. Check this out. This is EurUsd, yeah? I told you about this position already. So my next potential position for EurUsd would be, yeah, probably about here, right down here. Okay, right down here. So if price gets up to here, it is game time. If it doesn't get there and it continues to move, then you've missed the trade. So you probably have to wait for a break and retest of probably the bottom zone, you know, so the bottom zone here for a continuation, right? And just to let you know, that double top I just saw on the DXY is also a double bottom on the EurUsd. So I know there's money here, right? I know there's money here and they're gonna come and snatch this real soon, right? So guys, look, just use the DXY as your measuring tool. Like when it's rising, everything else is dropping. When it's falling, everything else is rising, right? That's what you have to do, family. That's what you have to do. Look at this. I told you guys, look, don't be trading these double tops and double bottoms. I never trade these things, man. Because look, they use it as target zones. I use it as target zones. So they build up liquidity here. They trade down and then they come and smash it. This is the DXY. You can see them literally running out. This is how they run out the liquidity. Look at this candlestick compared to every other candlestick. This is how you know that these guys are up in this joint, literally just doing people nuts. And I'm going to show it to you on EurUsd as well. Check out EurUsd. They don't run out this thing. They don't run it out. Okay, this is me showing you guys what happens when it comes to these liquidity runs, right? So look at that. Look at this. Look at this candlestick. There's been no candlestick like this for the whole day until they created liquidity, made people think that they was gonna go up into a buy, run up for a little bit, you know. So they were like, everyone's all excited. Boom, and smashed you up. I just wanted to show you guys the cheat sheet for forex. So when that DXY is rising, you be selling that EurUsd, okay? Literally like that. So guys, that's the end of the video. Thank you guys for watching. Catch you guys in the next one. Peace.